This was Bungie's moment to try to regain the declining population of Destiny 2, or at least halt the landfall of it. For those who don't know what this DLC is, it's a worse version of the Taken King. And for those who don't know what that was a $40 quality of life patch with a new area. Now, if you liked Destiny 2 beforehand, you will love this new update. And if you didn't, do what the DLC says. The story in this piece of most likely recycled content is a story of revenge. Please keep that in mind. That this story is about revenge. You, Cade, and Petra Pistol Venge go and calm the riot. Forward, and Cade dies. At the present moment, Cade's death is a high-risk, high-reward narrative structure. The reward being a valid reason as to why you're about to use 6 hours of your life. While the risk is, if this arc flops, you just killed a beloved character of the community for a negligible reason at best. Moving on, you get a kind of funnily depressing funeral scene.
I refuse to bury any more friends.
You won't have to. Ultron Sov is mine.
What? Our character talks? Immediately, your disbelief is stretched farther than the road from Chile to Scotland going over the Pacific. Why? Because Bungie decided to take a silent protagonist approach to the story some ways back, I believe the Taken King, and broke that rule here. You're telling me that it took a beloved character's death in order to get our protagonist to talk. You are saying that killing an alien prince, followed by killing his zombie of a dad, followed by an infection, followed by you becoming an Iron Lord, is that even canon anymore? Followed by a destruction of your home, your loot, your 3 years of time only to land on the softest rubble you've ever seen, followed by killing the person that was able to trap your power, followed by going into a prediction algorithm, hunting the myth and the legend, Osiris, followed by befriending a computer that could send nukes to any planet, followed by... You get my point. Moving on. So you go to explore the area known as the Tangled Shore, a place in the reef that housed the new kind of enemies. That critique comes later, though. So you befriend a fallen named Spider. Then he and Petra say go kill 8 Scorn. Anyway, so you cap a wannabe pod racer, hi fanboy, boom goes the everyone, I'm a schizophrenic alien, why decrypt, I have Gallahorn on my backpack, snip that lip, and a flaming mace, you go to kill Uldren. Yay! Then you go kill a servitor that ate way too many parasites of Kos, and you get one of the most backwards thinking scenes ever made.
Funny. The line between light and dark is so very thin. Do you know which side you're on?
What side are you on? I killed 2 time gods, an alien prince, a zombie ruling dad, some random fallen that wanted to be gods, Gaul, a lethal computer, and a giant worm. What do you mean by what side are you on? Well, I'm gonna go to the side of gameplay. Thank you very much. Wait, that's it? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Now my question is, why are you here on an island that's in the middle of nowhere?
Wait!
Where did he go? The core of the gameplay hasn't changed from this update. However, nearly everything has been significantly improved with it. One thing I did not expect was the Collections tab. This is a collection of lore and a collection of old gear. Yes, you heard me correctly. Lore in the game. What a revolution! Another thing added was a triumphs page, giving you a list of achievements for you to contend with. Something significant returned was the random rolls on weapons. This doesn't deserve a compliment because it's been a staple. Bounties have also been fully implemented once again, which gives people a challenge to complete for a reward. However, annoyingly, all these bounties are timed. Guess this is a way to defend people from bounty stacking like they did in Destiny 1. Jumping to vendors in the wild, they've also been revamped with bounties and now only accept planetary materials for leveling them up. One major gameplay change that was implementing was a new weapon system. Originally, this was the two primary and power weapon system in order to quote-unquote balance the game. In actuality, it only temporarily balanced the Crucible until everybody realized you could get a Mida. I guess you could say it might have kind of broken the system. In response, in Forsaken, the devs must have lost the interest to make this game competitive, even though it wasn't designed for it, and just mismatched every weapon with each other. This definitely opened up DPS potential in PvE, and either made the Crucible fun or infuriating. The new content is the meat of the DLC. Is it any good? Somewhat. Don't get me wrong, the visuals for this game are as great as ever, with beautiful backdrops. However, the soundtrack is quite a different matter. Is it me, or does it sound generic? Like my voice. Just listen to this. They are really stretching Salvatore's ability to carry this game, and it's now apparent that some strings are breaking. This has now given Destiny one less straw to stand on. There are some decent songs, no doubt about it, but it's not Taken King level of combat. The playable stuff, on the other hand, it's bad. In the Prison of Elders, you're introduced to the Fallen 4.0. I wish I could say that sarcastically, but no. I'm serious. A semi-rework, semi-repaint of the Fallen. That's not to say that it's all been recycled, however. It's obvious that they use existing assets as templates to create these new enemies. Different kinds of species, Bungie. Like moth people. The new areas are unique, but they're very small. We'll start with the Tangled Shore. This place is divided into 4 areas. However, most of these areas put the feeling of being empty and hollow into the player, and it doesn't help that they take place on a collection of rocks. In space. One place I was constantly reminded of was the Dreadnought from Destiny 1. Even though the Dreadnought was technically smaller, it crammed so much into that small space. It had secrets, it had character, it had figurative and literal depth. And death. The Tangled Shore, on the other hand, fits its name perfectly. It's a tangle of rocks, and it has the depths and complexity of a stereotypical beach. It has nothing to explore. It is surface-level content. The Dreaming City, on the other hand, is smaller than the Vatican. As soon as it's unlocked, there's only one activity that's exclusive to the region, which is the Blind Well. And Well is a straight rip-off of Escalation Protocol. Yay! The only reason to do this is that unlocking the other subclasses are linked to this thing. Tier 2 with a chance for those who want to get them. That's it. Nothing else. I'm gonna have to do an unscripted interjection because I don't have time to re-script and reshoot this new opinion of mine about the Dreaming City. So I'll just have some gameplay playing up, who knows. I was wrong about the Dreaming City. I'm going to be honest with you, I was dead wrong. They have been able to recapture the mystery and the literal and figurative depth that I was praising the Dreadnought back in Destiny 1 for. They crammed it into here. I assumed that they would cram it into the Tangled Shores because that would be the most accessible place to new players. And since Bungie's casual direction, I thought they were going to continue doing that. Thank goodness I was wrong. This place is end game material. The true mystery and purpose of every little decor in this place is absolutely phenomenal. And since content is coming in bi-weekly, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's coming in bi-weekly, so this place is always getting refreshed. So that is my quick 1 minute and 30-second interjection. It's probably going to go on longer, but I need to clear the air. So it's not just a raid location, it is an endgame haven. Back to the core of the video. Oh, I got a notification from Destiny game. Let's see what this is.
Assemble a team, Petra. Send them into the heart of the city. Kill that creature. And extract its heart. I've waited so long to fulfill one last wish.
So that's why this place exists. Well, I will not be covering the raid in this review. Mostly because that's a very small piece of content that most players won't have access because of gear or lack of people. If it followed the patterns of the previous raids, I'm going to say it's complex and fun, or infuriating. If I have the opportunity to play it and it turns out that this is worse than Leviathan, I will make a follow-up video and leave the link in the description. Okay? Okay. Now for the final piece of new content. Gambit. This mode is a blend of PvP and PvE with several mechanics happening all at the same time. This is Bungie's best game mode yet. The way the usual player thinks is immediately changed and coordination is truly needed when you are playing this game mode. Either going for an all-around loadout or specialization. This game mode fills desires that every player has. However, it does lack a variety once you start grinding the daylights out of it. This does not excuse the fact that the Trials of the Nine has been ripped out of Destiny to be reworked. No, Bungie, this is not a replacement for competitive play. Overall, Destiny Forsaken is not the revival that the Taken King brought to the table. Not at all. This DLC is more comparable to Rise of Iron. However, the marketing of this DLC is not putting it as such. I'm Ash Awesome. I have a clan I need to revive. I'll see you guys later.